It's been 5 days since my last confession. I can't even say that with a straight face. Hi guys, and welcome. Thanks, shirt. Thanks. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so a couple things. I haven't recorded, I think the last thing I recorded was day 3 or day 2. And I was very sick in that video, and you can clearly see how sick I was. I did not want to record, but I was trying to commit, and then the last couple days I just thought, meh, like I've been sick and not into it. Today I'm finally feeling better. Still sick, you can kind of still hear it, but not as bad. I hope the glare isn't too bad on my glasses. I guess I can take them off. They look cute. Okay, so I'll update basically. The last 2 days I have been still committing to the no TV, no music. I have been listening to motivational speaking. I have been reading my motivational book. The book I've been reading is the 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. I think I'm on part 2 now. They're really short chapters. I try to read a chapter a day, and I'm on chapter 6. I think this is day 5 though. I think one day I read 2 chapters. Yes, when I was at the clinic I read 2 chapters because I was waiting. Let's get right into the video. So, how do I feel emotionally? So, on day 5, I feel stable. I know I said that in day 1 and day 2 as well, but I just feel like with each day passing, I feel more sure. I feel more sure of myself, I guess is the right word. Mentally, the same thing. I feel like in all aspects of school, I feel like my mental abilities have sharpened, and I feel myself not talking down to myself as much as I would in my head, kind of like, you can't do this, or this is too hard, or I don't get it. It's more of a like, if I don't get something, it's more of a like, okay, how can I figure this out, or how can I get this? And that's cool. Like, usually that's not my brain process. Physically, I haven't been going to the gym, and I do plan on starting to go Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I get back from visiting my mother. And that's just because I did push myself when I was starting to get sick, or when I was sick, kind of when my sickness peaked, and to go to the gym. And I think the next day I felt 10 times worse because I did push myself. Even though it was a lighter workout, I do think I just should give my body a few days to rest and recuperate, and then hit the gym hard Monday morning. So that's the plan. Spiritually, I feel like I'm making progress. I feel like I could be making more progress, but the fact that I'm listening to spiritual Christian music, and I have been praying daily, that's made a big impact. And I think in being sure of myself and making me more sure of God, like, I'm getting motivation, but even though I know I'm the one with motivation, I know that God gave me the motivation, if that makes sense. Like, I'm attributing all my positive thinking and stuff to Him. The fact that I even thought of this challenge, I attribute to Him. All of that. So that helps spiritually, because it makes me be like, wow, like, thank you God so much for opening my eyes, or thank you God for letting me experience this, or watch this video, or come across this video, because I don't think things just happen for a reason like that. I think that was God's doing. Today today I faced the obstacle, I will be real with you guys, of getting up. And I'm learning in my 5-second rule book and just in listening to motivational speeches and like interviews from influencers, successful people get up early and they don't press the snooze button. And I do. And this morning I only pressed it once, and then I did do the countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I jumped out of bed. Not too fast because my daughter was laying on my chest, but I did get up and get out of bed. So usually I press the snooze button at least 2 or 3 times. Today was only 1, so it's a progress. Something that stood out to me, I'm so excited to tell you guys. To you, it might not be a big deal because I've never mentioned this before, but I am in a group in my school. In one of my classes, it's mandatory that we have groups, and we stick with this group throughout the whole semester. And there's this one particular person that I kind of butt heads with, and usually I don't say anything, and I just kind of like get frustrated or like vent to Ari's dad or to my mother about it, but I don't really like face it head on. And I didn't want to say anything rude to her or anything like that because I am in a business program and you're supposed to act professional in your groups even. So today I actually spoke up for myself, and that really stood out to me because normally my personality is to just keep it inside and to not speak up for myself. But today I said it nicely, but enough to know like, hey, I feel like you guys are, when I'm trying to put input in the group, you guys are kind of pushing me down, and this time I'll take it and I'll back down, but I feel like next time around there needs to be more of a compromise. And that was really cool because I was trying to suggest something, and the person that I have butt heads with, I shouldn't say I have a problem with, but I butt heads with, she didn't want that, and she was very adamant that she didn't want that. And because she didn't want it, I backed down, but I felt like I had kept doing that. So, okay, I think my memory card ran out of memory and it shut off on me for a second, but basically you guys got the gist of what I was saying. My overall energy has been really good. I've had a lot of energy, even though I've been sick today. Like, I felt really tired. I still feel sick, but I still had energy to get things done. Hardest part of my day, I don't know, I've been tired. Even though I've had energy, I've been tired, but I've pushed through. So far, things are going really well, and that makes me want to push forward. And even though it's only day 5, I'm very excited about the next 5, 10, 16 days. The next 16 days and how I'll feel at the end of these 21 days. I can see me having new ideas that I never took the time to sit down and think about at the end of these 21 days. I can see me implementing some things in my life that I haven't done before, kind of carrying it out to the 21 days. I can definitely see myself doing that, and I can see myself setting goals and actually moving forward and achieving things in my life after these 21 days and during these 21 days. Something new today that I have learned that I want to share is, I don't know, let's do something from, oh, okay, this is from my book today. I think the last time was from my book as well. I found out that Rosa Parks actually, we'll start with her first. Rosa Parks actually didn't know, which I kind of figured, but it was confirmed, like Mel Robbins did her research, and it was confirmed that, Rosa Parks confirmed that she had no intentions of what had happened that day on the bus. And actually she was in the Negro section on the bus, but she was in the first row of the Negro section, and the white side filled up, and she just didn't want to give up her seat, and she just said no. Like, she just simply said no. and she had just had enough, and that was kind of like her first impulse to just say no, and she stuck with it. And then also 5 days later, as we all know how the story goes, Martin Luther King started his movement, and he was approached by peers from his church, and I think just from his church, and asked to run this movement or be the head of this movement, and he said yes without any hesitation. And he was later interviewed saying that if he did think about it, he probably would have declined and not have done the movement. So I think it's cool that there's two examples of two separate people who didn't know each other, and there was many other examples, but those are the ones that stood out to me because I knew those people, but that had the instinct to do something and they just did it. So I think it's confirmation to, like, when you have an idea, just go for it. Like, don't worry about fear, just put things head on, and more than likely they'll work out for you, because if you believe they'll work out for you, you'll work at them harder. So that's pretty cool, and I thought that's something interesting that you guys can take with you as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry guys that I was off by a few days there. Follow me along, click that subscribe button so you can see how my challenge is going, and also so you can see what I do in my challenge day to day. I will be taking the camera with me. I think at first I said for 7 days, but it might just be for 4 or 5 days because it's pretty repetitive days. But, or yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But I will eventually be showing my routine and what I do and what my challenge consists of and all that good stuff, and what I do to fill my time since I don't get to watch Jersey Shore. Okay. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye guys!